More reaction on Syria now from Michel CHOSSUDOVSKY from the Center for Research on Globalization, who takes a special interest in the Middle East. Michel, the US Defense Secretary Leon Panetta is thought to be reassuring Mideast allies that Assad will fall. Is this a hint that the US is getting ready to answer the rebels' call for help?
Well, I think the US Defense Secretary Leon Panetta has reiterated Washington's threat of military intervention, accusing the Syrian government forces of waging what he describes as a tragic attack on their own people, quote unquote. And he has also vowed not only to unseat the Syrian president, but also, I mean, in his own words, he points to getting rid of Bashar al-Assad, nail in Assad's own coffin. These are strong words.
So, Assad's days are numbered then. He will be definitely going then?
Well, these are the words of Leon Panetta. The question is, who has blood on his hands? I would say Leon Panetta has blood on his hands because the evidence is unequivocal. We recall that in the wake of the United Nations Security Council face-off with Russia and China, Moscow intimated that the US-led coalition was supporting these terrorist attacks committed by the Free Syrian Army and also al-Qaeda-affiliated entities. Now, we've got ample evidence that the government is not responsible for these crimes against humanity and atrocities, but in effect, the Free Syrian Army, which is supported, financed by the United States, NATO, the allies of the Gulf, Persian Gulf, etc., that the Free Syrian Army unequivocally is involved in killing innocent civilians and then blaming the government for the crimes that they themselves have committed. Well, you know, sectarian violence is being triggered through covert intelligence and military operations which are led by United States, NATO, with the participation of Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Israel, and Israel is in fact also supporting Salafist fighters. All this is well documented. Even the Arab League Observer Mission report, which was initially commissioned by the Arab League at Washington's behest, confirms that the Free Syrian Army, supported directly by Washington, is committing the atrocities. And not surprisingly, that Arab League Observer Mission report was subsequently shelved because it actually revealed the forbidden truth, namely that the US NATO-sponsored rebels, rather than the government, were behind the massacres. And the Vatican has also come up and has confirmed that the Western-backed opposition forces, rather than the al-Assad government, are responsible for countless atrocities.